How are you, grade 9? I hope you're fine. Today we're going to complete our revision sheet. I hope you already studied the first part. Let's start together. Bring your sheet. Last session we finished till number 6, and I told you it's so important problem and have many steps. Please try to revise it again. We're going to start from number 7. Let's start here. Solve the quadratic equation x power 2 plus 2x minus 6 equals 0 by factoring. Okay, how we can factorize it? Do you remember? Of course, we are going to make two brackets. Very good. 1x and x. And here I have the third term is negative, so I have one positive. One number is positive and the other is negative. Very good. What are the factors of the 8? 6 times 2 times 2, it's times 4, so it's 2 times 4. 2 times 4. If I subtract them, subtract y because I have here negative. If I subtract them, it will give me 2. Yes, very good. And we said that the middle is the greatest. Do you remember? The middle is the greatest. So which is greatest? The 4 is greatest, so the 4 is the positive. So here I'm going to put the 4, and here I'm going to put the 2. Okay, very good. So this equals 0. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to split my paper into two parts. I'm going to solve this as equation and this as equation. X plus 4 equals 0. And here x minus 2 equals 0. Very good. Here, so x equals what? Negative 4. And here x equals 2. So the solution is negative 4 and 2. Negative 4 and 2, which is negative 4 and 2, which is A. Very good. Let's solve number 8. Also, I'm going to make two brackets. Very good. What are the factors of 12? 3 times 7. 3 times 4. It will give me 7. 3 times 4. If I plus them, it will give me 7. The last term is positive, so the two terms is like the middle. So the two terms are positive. Very good. I'm going to split my paper into two parts. X plus 4 equals 0 and x plus 3 equals 0. So plus 4 will go to the other side with negative 4, and plus 3 will go to the other side with negative 3. So my solution is negative 4 and negative 3, which is negative 4 and negative 3, which is C. Very good. Here you can solve it by yourself. You can pause the video and try to solve it. It's the same. Did you try to solve it? Very good. Let's see. Make two brackets. 15 is what? 5 times 3. 5 and 3. If I make them plus, will give me 8. Yes. Very good. Here plus and plus, so the two numbers are plus. I'm going to split my paper and make two equations. B plus 5 equals 0 and P plus 3 equals 0. So B equal negative 5 and B equal negative 3. So my answer negative 5 and negative 3. Negative 5 and negative 3, which is D. Excellent. Here, pause the video and try to solve by yourself. I have here negative in the third term, so I have one positive and one negative. What are the factors of 12? I have 6 times 2. 6 times 2, 6 and 2, the difference between them give me 1? No. So try another factors. 4 and 3. Yes, 4 and 3, if I make them minus, will give me 1. That's right. And take care that the greater is negative. The greater number is negative. So the negative will be with the 4 and the positive will be with the 3. Go and split your paper into two equations. B plus 3 equals 0. B minus 4 equals 0. So plus 3 will go to the other side with negative 3. And negative 4 will go to the other side with 4. So the answer will be negative 3 and 4. Negative 3 and 4, which is C. Very good. Let's see here. This So important problem. Please concentrate with me. The height of an arrow that is shot upward at an initial velocity of 40 meters per second can be modeled by. So this is my equation. Height equal 40t minus 5t power 2, where h is the height in meters and t is the time in seconds. Find the time it takes. Find the time, that means find the value of t. Or solve this equation to find the t. Solve this equation to find the t. Very good. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to solve it as normal equation. Here, I'm going to put the height as 0. Okay. Now, I have t and t power 2. So I can take a greatest common factor. Do you remember? What is the 40? 40 is 5 factors of 40, of course. 5 times 8. 5 times 8. Okay. So I have here 5 and I have here 5. So I can take 5 as a common factor. And I have here t and t power 2. I'm taking the least power. Do you remember? I'm taking the least power. So 5t. Yeah, let's divide. 40t divide 5t. It's 8. Very good. Negative 5t power 2 divide 5t. It will be negative 1t. Very good. Now I'm going to split my paper into two parts. 5t equals 0. So t equals 0. Very good. Here 8 minus t equals 0. That negative t will go to the other side. So t equals 8. Of course I'm going to take the time, which is equal 8. Okay. So the time equals 8, which is C. Okay. Let's complete. Here the square root. Do you remember the square root? Do you remember? Do you remember the perfect square numbers? Can you tell me the perfect square numbers? 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. Complete, huh? Do you remember? 36 what? 49. What else? 64. 64 and what? 81. What else? 100. 121. 121, yes. 144. These are the perfect square numbers, which equals what? 1 power 2. 2 power 2. 3 power 2. 4 power 2. 5 power 2. Perfect square numbers. 6 power 2. 7 power 2. 8 power 2. 9 power 2. 10 power 2 and 11 power 2 and 12 power 2. Remember? Perfect square numbers? Okay? Okay? Please remember it. So important. Let's see here. X power 2 equal negative 4 by using the square root. Let's take the square root of here and square root here. Square root of x power 2, it will be x. And here it will be equals plus or minus. Don't forget, plus or minus. Square root of negative 4. Do I have a real number which have a negative square root? Of course I don't. So there is no solution. No real solution. No real solution. No real solution. So it's C. Okay? No number who has a negative no number whose square is negative. So there is no real solution. Okay, very good. Let's see this one. X power 2 equals 9. Let's take the square root here. And don't forget here plus or minus square root of 9. Very good. Square root of x, it will be what? X power 2, it will be x. Equals plus or minus square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 9 is 3. Very good. So my answer will be plus 3 and negative 3. Which is, where is plus 3 and negative 3? It's C. Okay? Very good. Don't forget, if I'm going to get the square root, I must put plus or minus. Okay? Very good. You can pause the video and start to solve it by yourself. This one's so easy. Did you try? Square root, and here plus or minus square root. Here it will be x equals plus or minus what square root of 16? Here returning back to the numbers here. What square root of 16? It's 4. Very good. So it's 4. Plus 4 and minus 4, which is D. Excellent. Let's complete. I'm going to take square root here and plus or minus square root here. So x equals plus or minus. What is the square root of 81? Returning back here, 81 is 9. Very good. So it's what? Plus or minus 9. Which is B. Very good. Let's complete here. X power 2 equal negative 64. Let's take the square root and plus or minus square root. Do I have a square root of negative? No, I don't have a square root in negative. So there is no real solution. Okay, no real solution. Very good. Let's see this one. Here, x power 2 have a coefficient. What I'm going to do with the coefficient? I'm going to solve this equation to make it in the standard form. What I'm going to do? Negative 121 will go to the other side with positive. Very good. So 64. Sorry. So 64. X power 2 will equal 121. Okay, very good. What I'm going to do with the 64? I'm going to make it divide to the other side with divide. Okay, to the other side with divide. So I'm going to take here, 64 will be divided. So x power 2 equal 121 divide 64. What I'm going to do? We're going to make square root. And don't forget here plus or minus square root. Very good. So x equal plus or minus. What is the square root of 121? You will find it 11. What is the square root of 64? It's 8. So it's plus or minus 11 over 8, which is A. Very good. Let's see 18. It's the same. But look here, what we're going to do? Plus 25 will go to the other side with minus. My number here is minus. Let's take square root and plus or minus square root. Square root of negative? No real solution. No real solution. So, no solution. It's B. No real solution. There is no square root for the negative. Very good. Let's see here. Negative 16 will go to the other side with positive. Then I'm going to divide with 81. So x power 2 will be 16 over 81. Get the plus or minus square root. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 81 is 9. So plus or minus 4 over 8, which is B. Excellent. Let's see here. 81 will go to the other side with positive. So 81. And the 4 will go with divide. So 81 over 4. Let's get the square root here, and don't forget plus minus square root. Square root of 8 is 9. Square root of 4 is 2. So plus or minus 9 over 2. 9 over 2, which is C. Excellent. Let's see this one. Try to solve it by yourself. It's easy. Pause the video and try to solve it. I have here 121 over 144. Let's get the square root and don't forget the plus or minus. Okay. So it will be x over 12. Sorry, 11 over 12. 11 over 12, which is B. Very good. 22. Let's see here. Plus 4 will go to the other side with negative. If I have a negative, so directly it will I will not have a square root, so no solution. Okay, very good. Let's see here. Plus 121 will go to the other side with negative. Now I have a negative again, so no solution. You don't need to solve it. If this is positive and go to the other side, directly is negative, so no solution, no real solution. Very good. It's complete here. Here you need your calculator, and we're going to complete it next session. Please try to solve till number 23 by yourself again and study. Till next session, thank you, grade 9.